Hey guys, and welcome to the Real DDP. Today, well, it's the weekend. I have no idea what the date is. I'm not even going to bother looking or acting like I know because I don't. I'm not real good about dates and whatever. I have to constantly. If it wasn't for this damn iPhone, with the calendar thing that pops up and tells me when to do stuff, I'd be screwed. So the last couple of days, I have been working on an audition. For a movie called Pizza Man. Now, I know that the name doesn't sound that great, but let me pull up the byline, which is actually classic. It says, "He'll deliver your pizza in 30 minutes. Saving the world might take a little longer." And this is a family movie, and it's really, really well written. And there's a part in it for a guy named Detective Moser. And a guy that I'd met years ago named Joey Eckhart, and he had seen some of the other pieces of work like Driftwood I put up and everything, so he knew I could act. And we became friends over the years. And I just got to tell you, it's about relationships. And listen to this when I say this because it's important if you're trying to be successful. A lot of people say it's all about who you know or who knows you. I believe it's all about who's willing to say they know you, who's willing to put their name on the line for you. And Joey was ready to do that for me, but the guy with all the money, he wanted to see me on film. So he sort of felt, like I could tell he didn't really want to ask me to read because I've only had two auditions before this. Everything else I've gotten by like working with Rob Zombie. We're doing YRG with Rob Zombie. He writes me a part in Devil's Rejects. Met Tim Sullivan at my buddy Barry's house, which I'm going to talk about Barry again in a minute. And Tim Sullivan, the director of Driftwood, and he just said, "You're the captain." After hanging with me, talking about YRG and Positively Page and all that shit. And so a lot of my almost all my roles have been because people have seen something in me. In this scenario, I've been wanting to get out and do auditions. So I actually got an agent now. That was a friend of mine, Rick Bassman. He hasn't got me out on anything yet, but I have, through friends and relationships, been able to get a couple auditions, and this was my first one today. I worked on it for a while. If you've been catching up on some of my Twitter or Facebook, you heard that I was actually reading with Stone Cold last night, and because we were going to this party, but being able to read back and forth with a buddy is great. I mean, I read to like five different people, and Steve was the last one, and getting his take on it, turning around and saying, "Now you read it and let me be the other guy. Let me be the kid. Let me be Matt." And it was Steve and I laughed our asses off. And at some point he goes, "Dude, we got to start doing this." I said, "Yeah, we do." Because getting in the room can be really intimidating, and you've got that pressure that they're filming you and all these people are watching you read with someone sometimes who doesn't give you anything. In other words, they might just read the lines, so you got to like bring something out of them. Today I was very lucky. The kid who read with me, he's a kid, 30 years old, but he read with me. He gave me a lot of feedback, which was great, and what he didn't give me, I took. So without question, out of my three, one of my best auditions. And I got the part, which is very cool. So I'll let you know about Pizza Man. We should be filming in the next couple weeks. And I'm actually auditioning again on Wednesday for another one that my buddy Marlon, who do you know, right? Set me up with people at After Dark, a woman named Betsy, very cool lady. And this other woman, Sally, is part of their casting team. Sally is, remember I told you I had two auditions before this one? One I didn't get. The one I did get, I read for Sally, and she's like, "God, you're great." So I'm going in to read for her again, so that'll be cool. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm still working all the YRG stuff, still working on my team YRG and helping everybody do everything, but I've shifted more back over to my acting career because I've got that up and going. I'm actually going to be working on a reality show that'll have DDP and YRG, and I'm meeting with that on Saturday, so hopefully that will turn into something. The big news was last night. After Steve and I got done reading the lines, and it really helped me a lot. We went to a party that my buddy Barry Levine, And Barry's the same one who helped me and to get just about. He introduced me to Tim. He introduced me to a lot of different people. He actually busted Rob Zombie's balls and said, because I put them together for a comic book they were doing at the time, and he said, when are you gonna give him a role or something? He goes, I actually just wrote something for him. But it's all about people that are willing to say they know you, willing to put their name on the line for you. And it doesn't happen unless you give back to them. I often say that, and this is Zig Ziglar's line, to get whatever you want. Actually, that's not how you say it. Say, how does it say? How does he say it now? Damn, I can't remember how it goes. That is so stupid of me. To get what you want, the quickest way. This is it. Okay. ADD boy. Because it's something I live. The quickest way to get what you want is to help other people get what they want. Like when I was in wrestling, I helped over 30 guys get their jobs, which was to help them live their dream. I mean, how cool is that? And it all comes back to you. So Barry, who's like my brother out here besides Marlon, he was having, it wasn't him, it was actually CAA, one of the biggest agencies here in LA, who reps Sam Worthington, was actually throwing this party at Barry's house, which was no what do they say, no passes, no plus ones. So Steve and I, we had invitations, but we couldn't bring anybody else. So we went together, and I had gotten to meet Sam Worthington's partner. His name's Michael, and his brother John, at a meeting that Barry. We had a little lunch, and we sat down and just talked, business. And turns out they're big wrestling fans, which was very cool for us. And afterwards, we get to the party. There's Mike and John, and there's Sam Worthington, and what a cool cat, man. Very laid back, just the regular guy, which I thought was very cool. And we had a great time at the party. It was great because Steve and I, we hang together, and then we split off and, work around the room, meet a few people, come back, hang out, have a couple glasses of wine, walk around. It was a good time. But again, and people willing to say they know you. Barry taking Steve around or me around, introducing us to different people. It was very helpful, and now we'll see how the seeds that were planted, how they grow. And to me, I don't care if you're the most important person in the world that can help my career so much. If you're a bit of an asshole or an egomaniac or whatever, I really don't want nothing to do with you. But when you're leveled guy, the way Barry is, the way Tim is, the way Marlon is, when you're the way Sam is, the way different people who have position can be real people. A lot of those people are leaders. They and that's going to be my quote today. Because I'm not going to put any video up of this or anything. I'm just going to let this stand on its own. Before I get to my quote, though, I do want to talk about the Savage interviews. If you haven't gone back and checked them out, go see them. It's some of my favorite work. Okay, ADD boy, snap it back over here. Oh, by the way, this Wednesday, Wrestling Wednesday, will actually pop into the matches and stuff. And Dylan did some amazing editing in those matches. So it'll be nonstop action. Not to be confused with total nonstop action TNA. All right, leaders. Leaders are someone that lead the way, of course. But here's a quote I read, and I was like, wow, I got to share this with you. Leaders are someone who take people places they never thought they'd ever go. Think about that. That's pretty strong. Are you a leader? Do you lead by example? Well, I try my very best to, and if you haven't been, start. Who the fuck am I to tell you what to do? That's all I got. It was a good day today, and feeling kind of frisky. So have a great day and enjoy your weekend, sucker. Bang! See ya, monkey.